give insane value. You want this guy to get results. Your goal is to win on the platform.
Yes,
every client you get now, you start charging 30% more.
That's a tip to everybody in here.
Okay. Here he is, the man.
Hey, how you doing, Evan?
Good, man. Been a while. How you up? How you doing?
I'm good. I actually just moved in my own apartment, so I got a lot of things. Yeah, so I got a lot of things going right now. That's why you haven't heard from me in a while. And we just got our first paying client. He's paying us $1,000 a month for the next 3 months. So now we can actually use that to build a website and do all this other stuff, and just
Cool,
really
man.
do it. Now, my question to you is, as this being our first paying client, because I know what I need to do to get more. Just continue moving forward, continue building momentum, like you said, adding value every day, and just sending out emails, even if it's cold emails, just starting there, networking with people, and just really doing something that a lot of people find value in. But my question to you is, now that we have this first paying client, what would you invest that money in the first? I understand not taking anything off the top for yourself and reinvesting it back into the company, but what would you do if you were building a production company?
For that $1,000 a month, what are you giving your client? What are you doing?
Basically, what we're doing is a YouTube management for him. So we're doing YouTube videos for him, making micro content for him, then also posting it onto the actual channel, and then writing descriptions, everything like that. Just really trying to push it as much as possible.
So how many videos are you making for him?
Basically, we want to make at least one video a week. So we're making batch content, and we're making 4 videos each month. So once a month, we do a shooting of 4 videos, and we're going to edit it throughout the time.
Dude, that's a steal of a deal. You're gonna go video the guy and make 4 videos and post micro content for $1,000.
Yeah,
that's a good deal.
Yeah, see,
that's
we're
a
doing
good
it for
deal, man.
Yeah.
Well, so I mean, and that's great. That's your starting point, and then as more people come in, you start charging more. The thing is, here's the thing: you want this guy to get results. So what does this guy do? Like, what's his business? Without you have to say the name, but what is...
Okay, he's actually a barber. He has over 150K followers on Instagram. I found him because another photographer recommended him to me. So I was like, hey, you know, we should really, he said, yeah, you should really link up with him. He's really trying to get some video stuff done. So we talked. I got him to sign a contract. He loved my energy, loved what we were trying to do. And he was like, hey, let's start off with 3 months. I want to see what you guys do in 3 months. And then after that, we can talk about 6 months and a 12-month deal as well. Great.
So it's thinking about what is it that gives him value, that he sees as valuable. So you want to be his chief goal officer. What does he care about? Does he even have a YouTube channel, or are you starting from scratch?
He actually had one. It has over, like, I believe, almost 1,000 followers. No, subscribers, my bad. 1,000 subscribers on there. He has a couple of different videos. Not a lot, though. He told me, because I really was talking about some of the questions that you've told me before in, like, interviews and stuff like that, about, hey, so where does your pain come from? Who are you really trying to touch with what you're doing? I don't want to know about, like, who you want to turn into customers, but I want to know who you're trying to affect with your content. And he said he's really trying to become that black hair care person on YouTube, because they don't have a lot of them for, especially male hair care. They have some for female hair care, but not for male. So I told him that's a great place to be. And then also he does these weave-in placements. I know that sounds weird, but for men, he basically, like, if you're balding or something like that, he helps you get a good bit of hair on your head and everything like that to help you out.
So he wants to be the hair care guy for black men.
Yes, he wants to be the hair care guy for black men, but also be an inspirational business figure to show people, hey, this is where I came from. And he has literally a multi-million-dollar barbershop, because he flies all around the country doing workshops and things like that. And the guy made, I believe, I don't mean to be, just saying all money stuff, but he made literally $500K in the last 4 months of 2018, moving into 2019. Selling his just his hair care, selling his hair care products. also going on these tours and teaching other barbers how to do the thing that he's doing.
Got it. So if I'm you, it's going to be hard in 3 months to move the needle on YouTube for a guy who has 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
It's just going to take, a while for him to see results.
Yeah.
So I would be concerned that you're not going to be able to do it, even if you're killing it and putting crazy effort and time in and making beautiful videos. They're likely not going to pop on YouTube yet because it's a consistency.
Time frame. Yeah, time frame.
It's just his audience is too small. So if he cares a lot about Instagram, that's where I would be focusing primarily.
Okay.
To how many pieces of micro content you making? Same one a week?
Probably per video, we want to make like at least 5 to 10 pieces per video. So,
Jesus.
yeah,
you are not getting paid enough for all this work. Holy cow! You're gonna do 4 videos a month and make 20 to 40 pieces of micro content videos for Instagram and make it look good for $1,000 a month. That's wild.
We're really cheap.
Well, for now, but we're gonna start raising those prices soon.
Yes,
but it's the thing, like if he has 150K already on Instagram, this could be a great testimonial for you, a good case study, good use case to say, hey, we've helped blow up this brand. And so I'd be thinking about what can I do. My first goal is to get great micro content for his Instagram.
Okay.
I want him to. I want him, one, because he already has subscribers or followers, as long as they're legit, real followers, and he didn't, buy a whole bunch, which sometimes it's hard to tell on Instagram.
It is. It is.
Then, one, those videos will actually have an impact. Where on YouTube they won't. He might get 2 comments or something on a video. And 2, he's likely paying attention to it.
Okay.
So if he sees that it's working, like if he's in on the comments, if he's looking at his Instagram and then he has something that he's proud of, he's like, man, these guys are doing a good work.
Yeah. Just really trying to boost that for him.
So I would film the once a month stuff, which is great. But the thing that I have in my head, if I'm you, is how do I make these fire pieces of micro content for his Instagram?
Okay.
Because I want him to see the value, right? So whether you're making 1-minute videos that just go to the feed, or you're doing IGTV, 3-4 minute videos and doing a highlight that goes to the feed, you probably get better results from going IGTV. So you do a 3-4 minute video with a highlight that goes to the feed. But if your videos, this would be my goal, I want your videos to be the most engaged content that he has on his Instagram.
Okay.
You do that, you're gonna win. He's going to want to bring you back. He's going to want to tell his friends. He's going to, right? That's it. That's the game.
And what's funny about his Instagram is that the last time he posted a video, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry about that. But the last time he posted a video, it got like 1,000 views in like, I want to say 5 hours, 5-6 hours or something like that. So he is getting a lot of engagement on his Instagram account. My plan is to really, like you said, is try to make as great content on his Instagram account, convert those to subscribers that are coming towards his YouTube. Try to see if I can convert that. But also just make awareness on his Instagram account that's going to draw in. Because like you said, if we can make some great stuff on Photoshop and everything like that for his micro content, that's going to be the stuff that brings people in. Because it's going to be the most engaging stuff that he has on there. Because he doesn't have a lot of videos, but he does.
Is your micro content pictures or videos?
It's going to be videos.
Okay, you said Photoshop, so that's okay.
Yeah, just to get the borders, because that's normally how you get the borders around like different videos is in Photoshop, and then you upload. It's like a layer. Yeah, Photoshop? It's like a layer. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a layer you put on there.
I thought it was just Premiere. My team uses Premiere.
It's like a layer you put on there. Oh, also a tip to everybody in here: there's a app called InShot where you can take videos that you did on your phone and chop them up in there, and it will make the same borders and everything like that. And you can write on top of it, and it's free. You don't have to get Photoshop, everything like that. So that's a tip to everybody in here. Hopefully they use it.
Cool. So so give insane value. So when you're filming your content, you need to be thinking, do I have enough for 8 pieces of micro content for Instagram?
Okay.
And then the bonus is the YouTube. So You'll convert some people, but that's actually not the game. It's like you don't want to try to convert from one social to the other. So your goal isn't to get people from Instagram to go to YouTube and subscribe there. It's to win on the platform. So when you're on Instagram, you want to keep people on Instagram. That if you do that, Instagram will reward you. And same thing for YouTube. When you're on YouTube, you want to win on YouTube and keep people on YouTube, not send them somewhere else. If you do that, you'll win on YouTube. So there's very little cross. Like when somebody's on Instagram, they don't want to go to YouTube. They want to say they're on Instagram for a reason. So keep them there on Instagram. That's the game. So in that first 3 months, I want to be making the best videos he's ever seen. I want to see the best engagement that he's ever seen on any content, right? Ever on his Instagram with your 2 posts per week that are going up. Okay. So that'd be my first benchmark. On top of that, I'm thinking about how can I just show him that I'm bringing value and I care. As an example, so I have a YouTube consulting business with Jeremy, a guy on my team who I invested in, and yesterday we were looking at one of the clients that he brought on, and we went to his YouTube homepage, and he had this channel, his playlist at the very top is about marketing, and it's all his videos. But suddenly the #1 video was a Gary V archives video. Like why is Gary V archive video on his playlist on his homepage, right? And Jeremy wasn't supposed to talk to that guy for another week, right? They have scheduled calls every 2 weeks. They're talking, but I saw it, like, hey, tell him, right? And it's like, so he sent him a screenshot, say, hey, what's happening on your channel? You put this video up, and 3 minutes later, the video was taken down from his playlist, right? It was a mistake. He made a mistake. Like him or someone on his team just added that video, and there it is on his homepage. And so what it does, though, those little small things shows that you care, shows that you're thinking of him, right? Like, why is he on my channel even though we're not supposed to talk for another week, right? Just those little pieces of hustle. So if I'm you, I want to try to understand the Instagram landscape for barbers, and then what other barbers are doing well across America. Now, if he's already the best, what did you say? The best guy for black men, if he's already #1, then I'm looking at who's the #1 barber, period. You know, like who's the guy who's out there selling 10 times as much in products. True. And then what can we learn from him?
And see what he's doing on Instagram to try to maybe duplicate, see what we can use on there.
Give some ideas, give some strategies, or there's some new Instagram algorithm or some new trending thing. Can he be a part of it? And so just the fact that you are thinking about his brand and caring about his business more than what you've been hired to do, even though you've been hired to do, you're giving a lot for your price point, right? But that's okay. That's the game. I mean, you do it, and then after 3 months, if he's getting insane value, maybe the price doubles. Maybe it's now $2,000 a month. Like if he's getting insane value from it, I want him selling his products, selling his courses. If he's going to be a thought leader and he's selling, speaking gigs of him coaching other barbers, that should be a series. Yeah. He should have a series of him talking, but maybe also a series of him coaching other barbers. Like maybe one of your film shoots, you bring in 4 local barbers. Is he like with you? He's in your city?
Yeah, he's about, I want to say 20 minutes away from where we're shooting with him. We're normally shooting in like a studio where we did like a channel trailer with him, and then we also did like the 5 tips you don't do when you're trying to explain to your barber what kind of haircut you want. Like the 5 things you need to tell him. Like, hey, this type of style that I want. Hey, this is how I want my edge up. This is how I want the back. Things like that. We were talking about issues like that because there's not a lot of stuff like that on YouTube. Because I was doing a lot of research on what a lot of barbers do. A lot of barbers just say, hey, this is how I did this haircut. Oh, I did curls and a fade. This is how I did that. No, they don't really talk about like etiquette, or they don't really talk about, oh, how can you get the best haircut every single time, things like that. Those are little buzzwords that I feel like SEO wise is going to bring a lot of views to these videos as well.
Okay, so a couple of things. The game for YouTube, if you want to win YouTube, is suggested views.
Okay.
It's suggested. It's not search. It's suggested. If you want to blow up this channel, so what you want to do is think about how can you show up after somebody else's video, not how can you show up from a search term.
Okay.
So what I would be doing if I was you, you're dealing with a talent, right? Like this guy knows what he's doing. He's already at the top or among the top of what he's doing in terms of looking after black men's hair, right? So what I would do is go to YouTube and find videos that already have been made that talk to that market, but that aren't very good.
Okay.
That have been getting views, but because there's nobody who's really the voice yet for this, they're just not very good. So what I would do is look at videos that have more views and subscribers.
Okay.
So if the video has 100,000 views and they only have 5,000 subscribers, that's a video I want to target. And then I make a better video than what they made.
Okay. Okay.
So if it's talking about weaves or whatever, chances are the videos that are up there aren't very good yet, but probably have some views because there's a lot of black guys are probably out there searching for stuff. I want to show up right after that video. So after
people keep calling me. Sorry.
That's okay. So after somebody's watched that video, yours is going to come up unrecommended. That's the game to play. And my goal is after they watch this okay video, they watch your fire video. That's going to make them want to subscribe to your channel. So instead of trying to target new search words that people haven't made videos on yet, I would start by looking at what people have already made videos on and doing it better.
Oh, okay. So doing our own version of it. Try to make something that's more improved and better. Kind of like the same thing you were saying with Instagram is look for the top barbers, see what they're doing, and try to duplicate the process of what they're doing, but do your own.
Okay, so listen, here's what I do. Go to YouTube, find the titles, look at any video that has 100,000 plus views already. That talk to black men who care about their hair. Some kind of hair related thing for black men, right? 100,000 views plus. Look at the channel size and find subscribers that are less than 100,000 subscribers.
Okay.
Build a list of videos. You build a list of 25 different videos. Then you go to him and say, here are 25 different topics that we could potentially talk about and start to win on, because these guys these are proven topics that already win, right? Don't worry about it. These are proven topics that already win. And then see, does he have, I don't even care what's in the video. You just give him the title. Like maybe the title is the 3 things every black man needs to know about weaves. If that's the title. I don't care what the other guy said.
Okay.
It's not trying to copy what that guy said. I'm sure your guy has a powerful opinion that may be the exact same or be totally different. All I want to do is take that title. So you're going to take that title and you're going to make a video on the same thing.
Okay.
But then the opinions and the ideas inside it are completely fresh and in the style of your guy.
Okay. All right. Thank you for your help, Evan. I appreciate it. I'm happy that I was able to talk to you this morning.
Yeah. But then for Instagram, if he's trying to sell, he has 2 markets. He has the consumer market who he's not trying to get people to come to his barber shop because that's a limited thing. He wants to sell his products and he wants to sell his speaking. So he's selling to consumers, black men who need haircuts or who need hair products, and then he's selling to barbers. And the barbers are also barbers who target black men? Or it's just barbers? Okay, so this is great. He can destroy this niche of just like, I am the guy for black men and their hair. This is awesome.
That's why I saw the opportunity.
If you're making video content, I would try to do twice a week, micro content on his Instagram, 1 video per market. So you have 1 video a week that talks to the consumers and products, and then 1 video that talks to the barbers. So one micro content for each market every week.
All right.
So you can get speaking gigs. Listen, if you get him a speaking gig because of your video, you've paid for your entire year of services.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I wasn't thinking of it that way, and I appreciate the help on that. Like you were saying about pricing again, we're very cheap at what we're doing right now. My number 1 question to you is, Where do you think we should go, since we have this client that could potentially be something great for our brand and everything like that? And I said I was making the website for the production company and everything like that. Where do you think we should really go when it comes down to like our clientele and everything like that? Because I feel like there's an opportunity to do, I want to say, editing like online from people that's not even in the Maryland or Baltimore area. I think there's a lot of people who want to make micro content, who want to, you know, edit videos and everything like that. How would you go about it, in your opinion? The first thing, I'm not even asking you for a whole plan, but the first thing, what is that you would do in that standpoint?
So I would look at, how do I use this name, this guy who you're hopefully now going to give insane value to and get results for, to then bridge out and blow up my company? And the two paths that I would go, actually, see, well, three paths. Think about who this guy is. One, it could be within the hair care, barber kind of community. So he's the barber for black men. Great, go find the barber for Asian men. Go find the barber for white guys. Go find the barber for whatever, right? It's easier to say, listen, look what we did for him. I want to do this for you. I wouldn't go find the next black barber guy, because it's direct. It's
competition.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. But another barber, right? So somebody else. So that's one. Two, it could be for local Maryland people who want to blow up internationally, or at least across the U.S., right? So here's a guy who went from just having a barber shop to now having his own product line and speaking around the world. He made $500,000 in 3 months. That's appealing to a lot of people. They don't want to just be limited by their local market. And so you help this guy blow up his brand. You want to do the same thing for any local expert. So it could be any thought leader, anybody who wants to sell from their ideas, right? Any speaker, to say, hey, I want to get you out of just the Baltimore, Maryland circuit and get you on a national stage. We're going to do this by making great content on your social media, right? Here's what we did with this guy. Let's do it for you too. And then the third one was in the black community. So you find the guy, the lady who's the expert at black XYZ, clothing or hats or whatever, right?
Or motivation, things like that, yeah.
Anything, but within, so those three communities, right? Either other barbers, either somebody else who targets the black community, or either somebody local who then wants to build a national brand. All three of those types of people could look to your client and say, he did what I want to do. So I'm going to work with you guys.
Okay. Yeah. I love it. Thank you, Evan. I'm going to act on all of this stuff right now, because you really inspired me to take action on everything. And that's why I got the first client. And I'm going to call you again when I get the 10th client. And we're making millions of dollars and doing all this other stuff. And then I'm going to come.
Listen, every client you get now, you start charging 30% more.
Gotcha.
30% more. So the next guy is $1,300.
Gotcha. And then from there, just keep moving forward.
30% more each time.
All right, I got you. Yeah, that's why I don't tell them. I don't say fixed rates. We don't do that here.
If you want another awesome video in our Black Excellence series, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.